Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to MTVTA. I'm your guys' host, Trent Manager. Of course, all my returning patrons, welcome back. Glad to have you guys here on this weekend. And of course, all my new viewers and new patrons coming in, of course, welcome and thank you guys for coming in today. So, alrighty, guys, just wanted to hop in real quick and bring you guys a quick video on this Memorial Day weekend. And definitely, here, let me just get my phone off real quick. Definitely wanted to hop in here and kind of just, kind of give a breakdown, of kind of the weekend and, what's been going on. And, we've been streaming Thursday and Tuesday. So, this isn't anything new, but I definitely wanted to try to bring you guys a video this weekend just because it's a longer weekend. And, Monday, I want to leave you guys to enjoy Monday. Enjoy your Memorial Day barbecue with family. And, the weekends are usually try to take a load off and, not really be too invested in these markets. We'll just pick it, back up as the week continues. But today, I definitely wanted to bring you guys just a specific video and kind of just, bring in my insights. And, there's been a lot of just misinformation and just a lot of people arguing with one another, and no one seems to really get the full breakdown. But on Tuesday we will be diving into our main live stream, and we're kind of going to be going through a lot more in depth of what I'm going to be talking about right now. But so there's some cool quick things. I got some work emails and stuff, and we're also going to be kind of going over at least what I do for work, and how I work with this networking, because I did get a lot of emails and questions about protocols and like what I actually really do. So we'll be going through that this week for sure. But definitely some of the cool things I wanted to bring this weekend. I was going through my email and got emails from colleagues and coworkers and stuff, and they sent me some pretty cool stuff this weekend. But Ethereum Node will be delivered by SpaceX at International Space Station. So I thought this was really, really cool. I heard about this 2 weeks ago, but I guess June 3rd is the official date, when that thing is getting to the ISS. So apparently, next Thursday, June 3rd, 2021, a space station scheduled SpaceX will take on board an Ethereum node for the International Space Station ISS. This will be the first time that any device connected to the world's second main cryptocurrency has arrived in space. The information was released by company SpaceChain, and this is Elon's SpaceX as well. So super interesting. And then a quote down here: "This will be the fourth launch of Space China's blockchain payload in space, and the first demonstration of integration of Ethereum technology into its hardware on the ISS. The mission is made possible thanks to NanoRocks, its space agreement with NASA, or NSA, what people even say that." But I thought this was super cool, and I read about this and forgot about it. But one of my developer coworkers sent this over and said, "Yo, dude, look at this!" And I thought this was super dope. So I wanted to really come on here and share this with you guys and share hey, just because price action is down and the dominance is down, people aren't talking about it, and people kind of seem to forgot the power of this technology. And just because prices are down doesn't mean I stop working or any developers stop working. Price is just kind of a reflection of what we value at. So that's just to kind of clear that up for a second. But I thought it was super cool. I thought I definitely wanted to share this with you guys and kind of just be like, oh, whoa, that's pretty eye-opening. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty crazy. That is pretty nuts. It really is cool. So I thought you guys would find that cool as well. So, and also I just want to hop over to a quick article. We're gonna cover this also next week on Tuesday. But Bitcoin resumes decline. Here's why BTC could dive to new monthly lows. Of course, this may not happen, but definitely like to bring this in here. We've talked about upcoming weeks, whole month. We've been very walking on eggshells, walking on glass. You guys know this. For all my returning patrons and people who have been here quite a while. For my new ones, welcome to the markets. Good morning. Is what they like to say. So like I said last week before this, long before we entered our long-term downtrend, that these are the times you guys definitely want to stick around. And like I said, I'm not going anywhere by no any means. We actually might ramp up the videos just a bit, just because these are the times that developer information articles surface, and these are the times that you can really learn a lot more from the technology and just the overall well-being of the network, just because you don't have flooding articles of people bashing Bitcoin or bashing Ethereum, or all these fake articles that these bigger guys do just to get the price down, to suppress the price down. There's so much that goes on, guys, in this space daily, and you guys who have been here, you guys know this, and this is something that it can really mentally tax you, and you could really not understand what to trust or what to not trust, what's true, what's not true. Really this market takes a lot of experience, just because there's still a lot of misdirection, and a lot of people think they know what they're talking about, and they really don't, just in the sense of a development standpoint or even explaining the technology in general. I really encourage you guys, and not to bash anybody who doesn't know, but if people are talking negatively about something they don't know, and then they refuse not to learn that technology or the topic in general, that is where it becomes an issue with me. Because if I'm you're talking about something and you're wrong, someone's going to correct you, but hey, that's not correct, and you go off and you get mad, and continue to spread that misinformation, you're part of the problem, because you refuse to learn and be educated. So that's a lot of that's the biggest barrier to entry, I tell, with a lot of my consulting guys and a lot of my coworkers and people that I train. Like, the education is by far like one of the biggest barriers to entry right now. People just have no idea, what they're looking at and what they're reading and what they're talking about. So just kind of wanted to break that down real quick and kind of just really throw that out there, just for you guys to just sit on this weekend. But also, and let's not forget, Biden's budget would raise some annual spending to $6 billion. So I wanted to bring this article up specifically because I got in a chat with about the dollar index. I think it was with a good buddy of mine, and we were chatting about just how much money we have been printing still, and the ripple effects. So we got another $6 billion on the way. I'm not sure if that's more stimulus or whatever it is, but and inflation apparently is contained. But you guys know this. We've talked about this plenty of times, that this is something you can't do with your economic system. We've seen it in South America, we've seen it in Europe, we've seen it everywhere. It's something you cannot print things out of thin air that has no official backing, and therefore holds useless value. We've talked about this. So as long as we're still printing money, guys, like, I'm still going to be buying other assets, putting them away to hedge against this, because there's no trust in this dollar at all. And we know that we're fighting for reserve currency right now. They know, we know, they know. USA, all those senators know that they are fighting for having the world reserve currency. And for those who are new and do not know what that is, that means other countries around the world, when they go do large business deals such as arms dealing, anything that requires more than $1 billion or anything that's a larger transaction, they are using our US dollar in terms of a medium exchange of currency, because everyone else's dollar fluctuates so heavy, and we are the true backing of what money is worth. The USA. Don't ask me how or why. It's just like that. The USA just has that type of power, just because our economy is strong and our stock market is what people come to. I actually highly recommend you guys go look at like China stock market, or go look at South America stock market, or go look at anywhere else's country stock market, and look at the bull versus bear scenario. You guys know that we have more bull days than bear days. So that means we are more in the green in our stock market than we are in the red. Red days are going to occur, of course, but we are most likely always in a bull market when it comes to our stock market. That is not always the case in other countries. You see why people come here and we're the medium of exchange for our currency, and you will see, when you guys look that up. But I definitely wanted to bring that up there. So where I was going with this is that as long as we're keep printing money, guys, like, it's probably a good idea that we hold, these assets, whether that be cryptocurrency, gold, precious metals, bonds. I'm not even a big bonds advocate right now, but bonds are the backbone structure, the entire, monetary system. So I guess it's probably so smart to have some bonds, which I still do. But we'll be diving more on Tuesday. But I wanted to bring this quick video today and kind of just explain some of these things for next week, because we do have a short week. We'll probably make up for it. But and also going over here to our last article, really, that we're going to cover real quick, is Bitcoin whales, are still accumulating. Just because we've seen this price, you guys have seen the volatility up and down. We got some major price point resistance points, and I believe that's about 38K and 36K are about those points. We've seen us go up to 40K, back down to 36, bump to 38, back down to 36, and we're seeing that whales are still accumulating. So I'm going to just a small quote that this article said is that the current degree of the net unrealized profit loss held in long-lasting accounts and testing of 0.5 levels, which has been made to break between past bull and bear cycles. Only in 2013 double pump scenarios did this metric, seeing recovery and continue to paper gains and fall into creating new sources of overhead supply. On the other hand, higher prices supply squeeze from dipping and begin to resume double pump scenarios from 2013. So this is just cool, and this is from Glassnode, and I'll take this and I'll put this in the Patreon for you guys as well if you guys want to take a look at that. But it really, what this article is just explaining, guys, that whales are still accumulating. So people that have more, so we're talking about institutions, heavy net worth individuals. I mean, people just like you and I can be whales, people who got in this early enough. But in terms of bigger holders, such as exchanges, institutions, those guys, are really the big holders, and they're accumulating. We saw the metrics last week. We knew these guys have been doing this. Like, they've never stopped buying. It's just a matter of, like we said also, we've said that some of these guys don't have to publicly come out and say that they bought this asset. Private companies, some institutions do, but private companies, especially privates, do not have to come out and say they did this stuff at all. So they're right under, our noses, just, vacuuming up assets, as people unload, as they cannot, hold, at losses at that rate. These guys can. These guys can be okay with losing millions and millions of dollars and millions a day. But mom and pops and college student and young adults, people who are stuck in middle of real life transitions, they can't hold. They can't be okay with being 50% down their investment, and that's a real possibility. That's a real thing for people. Of course, some people are over leveraged, and everyone's got a different situation. Everyone's got a different path. So we're seeing that now, and we're seeing that this is what's happening. We're gonna cover next week as well, kind of what we're gonna be looking at the next couple weeks to months. But I'm not by any means like giving up hope. Still accumulating. I'm still buying. Dollar cost average strategy is very well during these markets, guys. We're really good. Pick a day, whether it be Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, $5, $10, $100, doesn't matter. Put that on auto pay every single day or every single week, once a week. You buy no matter what the price, and it just gives you that, that balance edge. Some weeks you're going to buy too high, some weeks you're going to buy too low, some weeks you're going to buy right in the middle, and you're going to be perfect. But it just doesn't throw that narrative of skewing, your average, when you try to time the top or time the bottom, or, you try to sell at these perfect points, but it just never happens, because when you just like catching a falling knife, drop the knife, you might try to catch it, but probably be smart to just let it hit the floor, and then you pick it up and then bring it back up. So just wanted to hop on there for a quick minute, guys. But awesome. So just want to keep this quick, guys. Just want to kind of chime in real quick, see how you guys are doing, and I'll see you guys next week. But please enjoy your weekend. Don't let this stress you out. I say all the time, people stress this too much, and it was great. It was great, all the hype that lasted. It will be back. It will come back. You guys are gonna be very, very happy you stuck around, and I'm telling you that from personal experience, because I was there through the March crash. I was there through the 2017 crash. I've got some battle scars. It hurts. Don't get me wrong. Some wounds are getting reopened, but if you guys keep doing what you're doing and you keep wanting your education seriously, you guys will do just fine. So awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend. I will see you guys on Tuesday.